Hello friends, today let's listen to the story of the little lamp of hope. In a quiet village tucked between fields and old banyan trees, there stood a small temple. It was not grand or famous. Travelers rarely stopped there, but for the villagers, it was a place of comfort. Inside the temple, near the deity, a small oil lamp burnt day and night. It was nothing special, just a simple clay lamp with a cotton wick and a little oil. Yet, the strange thing was, the flame never seemed to go out.
Every morning, the priest would arrive before sunrise.
He would sweep the temple floor, ring the bell softly, and offer prayers.
And every morning, he would notice the same thing.
The lamp was still burning. The oil would be almost finished. The wick nearly burnt. Yet the flame was always alive. People in the village began to talk about it. Some said it was a miracle. Some said the deity was protecting the flame. Others said the temple itself was blessed. Over time, the little lamp became a symbol for the village. Whenever someone felt lost or worried, they would come and sit quietly near the flame. Look, they would say to themselves, if this small lamp can keep burning through the night, perhaps my hope can too. One evening, a curious boy decided he wanted to know the truth. Was the lamp really magical? So, he hid behind one of the pillars after sunset and waited. The temple grew silent.
The night deepened.
The crickets chirped outside. Hours passed. Just after midnight, the temple door creaked open very softly. The boy held his breath.
And the old woman entered.
She was walking slowly, carrying a tiny bottle of oil in her hands. Her clothes were simple and worn. Her steps were careful and quiet. She approached the little lamp, gently refilled it with oil, adjusted the wick, and folded her hands in prayer. The flame flickered warmly in the darkness. After whispering a soft prayer, she turned and left as quietly as she had come. The boy was surprised. The next morning, he followed her from a distance and discovered something even more surprising. The woman lived in a small, humble hut at the edge of the village. She was one of the poorest people there. Later that day, the boy gathered the courage to ask her. "Grandmother," he said, "I saw you last night in the temple. Why do you keep lighting that lamp every night?" The old woman smiled gently. "My child," she said, "this world can sometimes feel very dark for people." She looked towards the temple in the distance.
If a small lamp can remind someone that light still exists, then it is worth keeping alive.
"But the oil must be expensive for you," the boy said. The woman shook her head. "It's only a little oil," she replied. "But hope is priceless." Few years later, The boy grew up and told the story to others in the village, and slowly everyone began to understand the miracle was not the lamp. The miracle was the quiet devotion of a heart that believed even the smallest light could guide someone through the darkness. And from that day on, the villagers cared for the lamp together, because sometimes the smallest flame can carry the greatest hopes. Sai Hira Ram.